Here we go.
Yes, people. What's going on? It's Eagle Talks Football. I'm back again with another great video. Today, we're going to be talking about everything to do with the David Raya situation, everything to do with the Balogun situation. What's going to happen with Balogun? There's a poll question down below. Will he be staying at Arsenal? Will he be sold? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, of course. And we are on the road to 23K subscribers. Please do hit that like button. Please do hit that subscribe button. And let's get the show started, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot to talk about. And you know what? There's just so many things that we need to get through. But before we go any further, how's everyone doing today? It's been rookie mistake. It's been a while. I haven't done a stream in a while. Hope everybody's good. Hope everyone's well. How you guys doing? We got some people in the chat. Throw your questions and any concerns or anything you guys want to talk about in the chat as we go, and let's get straight into it. I think I'm going to just start from where we usually start, and we're going to talk about some of the rumors and things that have been floating about, because there were some rumors about Jorginho potentially going, and you know what? That was poo-pooed right away, because there is no way that Arsenal were going to let Jorginho go after letting Granit Xhaka go. We're not going to lose more experience in the midfield this close to the beginning of the season. Also, it just does not make any sense. So I seen a report yesterday saying that, here we go. Let me show you guys. So this was 3 hours ago. Jorginho has been told that one second. This was from a Turkish source, I think. So it just doesn't make any sense. Big up Clock Orange. Big up Arsenal for life. Hope you guys are doing well. Big up everyone in the comment section. Let me know where you guys are watching from also. So this report came out about 3 hours ago as per TRT Sports. I think this is a Turkish network, saying that Jorginho has told Arsenal he wants to leave and Fenerbahce want to sign the player. Arsenal have a condition for... Arsenal have asked, the player, Fenerbahce, to sign the player, and have asked Arsenal's conditions for the deal. This was reported about 3 hours ago, and it was then debunked an hour later after Ryan Taylor Sports has said that Jorginho is not going anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. And this is great news, because I don't want Jorginho going anywhere. Personally, for me, I think Jorginho is a pivotal part to the squad. He might not play every game, but he's a quality bench player that you do not want to lose. Every team needs a quality bench, and Arsenal right now have squad depth for days. That's what we have, and we don't want to lose it. So I'm happy with Jorginho. I don't think anybody in the Arsenal fan base at this moment in time are saying we need to sell Jorginho quickly or wants to get rid of him. So I think he should stay, and I don't think there's any issue with that. Let me know what you guys think. Personally, for me, I think it's a wild shout to see Jorginho getting sold this late in the transfer window. I don't think we're going to go and get another midfielder but we would need to if we were to sell him in any way or form. That's just me. And just to show you guys our squad depth right now, our squad depth is actually amazing. Like we have ridiculous squad depth at this moment in time. I've seen people talking about Man City squad depth. Look at this. So you have the attackers, everyone. Of course, Jesus is injured, but just looking at the bench, players that we'd have on the bench, that's of course when Raya signs. You have Raya, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Timber, Partey, Emil Smith-Rowe, Fabio Vieira. We could potentially have Kudus and Trossard. This would be an amazing bench. And even if you don't add Kudus, right? You take out Kudus, you have who? Reece Nelson in that spot at this moment in time. It's still not that bad. So I'm happy with our squad depth at this moment in time. I feel like we have stupendous squad depth. And Kieran Tierney is not even in this list. You can take out one of KVR and Tomiyasu and throw Kieran Tierney in there. There's just so many different players who are not in there. Balogun's not on this list. Eddie Nketiah is not on this list. There's just so much squad depth. We have such a deep team at this moment in time. People are not fathoming how big our team is and how big everything is. Iga, watching from my room, big up. Jack Napier, hope you're doing well. How are you? People talking about we need one more signing, man. One more. I feel like it's always just one more. Everyone just wants one more. But what one more signing do you guys want? As told yesterday, Balogun hopes you're doing good, bro. Jorginho only has 12 months left on his contract, and he's almost 32. Now, I get that, but I do think we're going to keep Jorginho for one more year. It just doesn't make I don't see the club getting rid of him at this moment in time, because I feel like he'll still be a valuable piece to the puzzle. And Mikel Arteta spoke about him, Partey, and Rice being part of the team, and they don't want to get any worse. So I think losing Jorginho at this moment in time, we would be losing a quality bench player, and we would not be replacing him. So I don't know if we'd do that. And you need squad depth to win the league. Balogun leaving, getting a new forward might not be a striker, but a winger. You know what? I do believe it's going to be a situation where we let Matt Turner leave and we're bringing in Raya, and we let Balogun leave and we're bringing in Mohammed Kudus. So that's the situation. It's going to be 2 out, 2 in, but we still need to get more outgoings. So Marquinhos is going to be leaving. Trusty's already gone. Pepe is going to get his contract terminated. There's just going to be so many names dropping. You're going to see more and more names dropping throughout the day. What else is there? There is more news on Jorginho. At this moment in time, the Jorginho news is pretty much that one report from Turkey came out that the Turkish club are interested in him, Fenerbahce, and then Arsenal released a video about 36 minutes ago about Jorginho. So I don't know if Jorginho is going anywhere. Arsenal just released a video of Saliba and Jorginho playing jenga. So with it, I don't know what to denounce from this, but this could just mean this doesn't mean anything. This is literally just them saying Saliba and Jorginho playing a mini game of Jenga, and this was literally the last thing that I seen on Jorginho. There's nothing else really coming out on Jorginho. Reports about Fenerbahce wanting Jorginho, but the player is happy at Arsenal. He's happy at North London. Joined in January from the switch to Chelsea, and he's okay to stay. So all these reports coming out that he could be going to Turkey, unlikely at this moment in time that he goes to Turkey. So yeah, how many more signings do you think we can do? I think we do 2 more signings maximum. I think it's going to be a forward and it's going to be a goalkeeper. I don't think we do any more than that for the rest of the window. 3 weeks to go in the transfer market. We need to start getting some signings, especially a right winger. I don't think there's going to be too many more signings, my friend. I think it's going to be Mohammed Kudus and Raya. That's it. Igal, do we need better Lokonga? What we need a better Lokonga. We have a better look. We don't need Lokonga at this point. We have Partey, Rice, Jorginho. What's the point of having Lokonga around? Lokonga is basically surplus his requirements. He's going to be either sold or loaned out to Burnley. And if I'm not mistaken, Lokonga, last time I checked, let me check. Lokonga, 1 second. Lokonga, last time I checked, was there any news on Lokonga? Last time I checked, Lokonga is back in training with the first team. As he's training right now with the first team, but he's in talks with Burnley on a season-long loan with an option to buy. So that is the situation at this moment in time with Lokonga. He's in training with the Arsenal first team, but he's in a situation where it's a season-long loan with an option to buy. This is the situation. And I don't think he even has a place in the squad. If I show you this right now, if I show you this image, where would Lokonga fit in? Where would Lokonga fit in? Like in the midfield? We have Fabio Vieira and Martinelli on the one side. We have Havertz and Emil Smith-Rowe and Trossard that can play on this side. And then you have the 3 defensive midfielders. He has nowhere in this midfield where he's going to play. He's just not going to play. That's just the cold, hard facts of the situation at this moment in time. Lokonga has surplus his requirements. He's going to be leaving. We need a left center mid and a right wing this summer. We're probably going to get a backup for Bukayo Saka, but that's very soon. And big up, guys. I'm going to be introducing you guys to my boy Ersan in the building. He's just jumping in right now. Ersan,
yo, what's going on?
You doing good?
Yeah. I just had to nip to the shop and then come back quickly, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. Just getting acclimatized to family life. You know what I mean?
Man. Congratulations, man. Hey, proud of you, man.
Thank you. But yeah, if you guys don't know Ersan, he's on TikTok. Shout out your TikTok quickly, bro.
Yeah, the kind of insider, close to 13K followers. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
There you go. And let's get into some of these comments. Igal, if you were to rank goalkeeper before the transfer, you would have had Ramsdale over Raya. So how is he an upgrade on goalkeeper? Is Raya an upgrade on Ramsdale? No. Is Raya?
I don't think he is.
Is he an upgrade on Matt Turner? 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why he's an upgrade.
I feel like I remember that Tottenham had made a bid for David Raya, and there was a lot of talk about him being a good signing for them, but he was never worth that £40 million fee. Then all of a sudden, everyone is saying, "Oh, Arsenal are linked with him," but I think he adds a lot of competition to Ramsdale. I think Ramsdale was good last season for us. Like, and people seem to have forgotten about how good he was. Some of the important saves he made against Tottenham, against Liverpool away, and it's like the shiny toy syndrome. Oh, Raya's coming in. What happens with Ramsdale? Ramsdale's still an exceptional goalkeeper. Ramsdale should be getting the number one spot for England at the moment, in my opinion. And now all of a sudden we're linked with David Raya, who's, in my opinion, top 7 goalkeeper in the Premier League. But Ramsdale, in my opinion, is top 5. It's a goalkeeper that would battle him for the first team spot and possibly get minutes in the Champions League, but still be backup to the English goalkeeper.
There you go. Big up. I hate Chelsea. You know what?
Yeah, man. The Chelsea, man. Like, I hate them as well, but not the only one.
What's going on with the second bid? Let's get into that. So I seen an image on Twitter today, and this is what's been going on with the second bid apparently. So apparently the second bid is going to be going in. I don't know if you've seen this, but it's not official yet. But reports are that Arsenal are readying a second bid that's going to be 27 million plus 3 million in add-ons, so bringing the fee up to the 30 million that they wanted. This should most likely get accepted, and the transfer is imminent. So at this moment in time, it does seem like this deal is closer and closer to getting done. I'm happy to hear this. I don't know about you, but how you guys feeling? You know what? That's not a good image. Let's do it this way. Nope, that's not good either. We'll just keep it back to this. But yeah. What are you saying?
I think with a £25 million bid, I think it's a very good value for money signing, personally. So I wouldn't be surprised if we did get him for 30 million. I think it's still a very good transfer overall because Raya is a talented goalkeeper. It makes it interesting to see how much we sell Turner for, because that will play a massive part. Because then we can see how much we've upgraded on our backup goalkeeper. There's things that Turner could go for like £15 million to Nottingham Forest. So if we get this deal done over the line, we've only upgraded our goalkeeper for 12 million. So I think overall, yeah, it would make a very good money value, good transfer for money signing. And if Raya does well at Arsenal but doesn't get as many minutes as Ramsdale, another club could come in for him, and then we can make a lot of profit on there. Just like with Onana going to Manchester United, Onana was signed on the free. He got a lot of minutes, built his reputation. Another Premier League club came in for him. There you go. There's the profit there. If we could make a good bit of profit on Raya, whether we play him a lot or not, then it would be good business for Arsenal overall.
Yeah, and you know what? I just want people to know, last year we had Matt Turner as the backup. So Matt Turner was not on the same level as Ramsdale. It's safe.
I thought he done okay. I feel like Arsenal fans have underrated Matt Turner. Like, I felt like he done all right at Arsenal in the games he played. Like,
no,
I don't think he did anything wrong.
I'm just talking about the quality of depth that
we have.
So if you compare Ramsdale to Matt Turner, for example, right, and you look at the two, you see a slight drop off. Raya, you don't see that same drop off. So last year, this was the squad depth last year. Last year, when you have a situation where Ben White was shifted to right back, we had really no center back cover. Holding was one of our center back cover, and that was a massive drop off. So now that we have Timber, it allows us to have a lot more security in that situation, right? Then I agree. Then you go to the DM. It was Partey, Elneny, Lokonga. The drop off was significant. Now you have Jorginho and Rice and Partey. The upgrade is massive upgrade in that department. The goalkeeper, Matt Turner, was a slight downgrade also. So even though he did okay, he was a slight downgrade. So with Raya, you now have somebody who's on the same level, or some people even consider him better than Ramsdale. Personally, I don't, but some people do. Now, where else did we get better? Xhaka left, and we replaced him with Havertz. So people would say that's a downgrade, but you also have to remember that Emil Smith-Rowe is getting better. You have a situation where other guys are going to play in that position also, like Trossard. So we have a deeper left side now, because before it was literally just Martinelli and Emil Smith-Rowe, and Emil Smith-Rowe was covering both sides. Now you have Trossard and Havertz, who've basically been added to this team from last season. The weakness is still this side. It's bright red, as you can see. It's only Bukayo Saka, Reece Nelson. And Reece Nelson, he can do the job, but is it safe to say that if you had to pick between Reece Nelson and Emil Smith-Rowe, who's the stronger out of the two? You still say Smith-Rowe, right?
I think I'd look at Smith-Rowe. If you're playing, I'd rather play Nelson on the right and then have Smith-Rowe on the left. So if it was to cover for Saka, I'd definitely go with Nelson. I feel like Nelson came on off the bench and done a very good job for Arsenal, in particular against Nottingham Forest, against Bournemouth. And I feel like he can still make an impact sub, but is he the player that is going to get as half as amount of impact as Saka has? I'm not too sure. But with Smith-Rowe, I don't look at Smith-Rowe as a wide player anymore. I look at him as a central player that will make the late runs into the box, unless he's going to play out wide. And I think like he's better suited in the attacking midfield or as a left winger.
Yeah, now just to look at this image, a bunch of these guys from this image are going to be gone. So we're not going to have to worry about them very soon. So just to tell you some of the guys that are going to be gone from this image. You look, Ainsley Maitland-Niles is already gone. Rob Holding's potentially going to be gone. Turner is going to be going to Turner's already gotten a deal.
Yeah, so, Kivio's the left centre back, the backup to left centre back. So yeah.
Tomiyasu,
and I'm expecting I'm hoping for big things for him, because he was all right for us last season. He's very good on the ball.
Bro, when we actually think about it, if Ben White didn't play right back, we would have been screwed last season. Tomiyasu, Cedric, Ainsley, what were we thinking?
Yeah, the problem with Tomiyasu is availability. Like, he was very good for us last season, but the problem was injuries. Now we've done what Arteta did, is manage how the availability of these players like Tomiyasu. So it was very important that we could address that. And what Ben White has done at right back is that he's done a very good job playing out of position, and it's enabled us to be a lot more flexible defensively.
Yeah. So from there we now have this team that is just, I would say, is ticking on all sides. And we're going into this Iga, come to YouTube and Johnny Minerals show. Big up, man. Yeah, I need to get Johnny Minerals on one time. Did you see Onana's goal that he conceded? Everyone was talking about it.
Yeah, but like, to be fairly honest, it happens in football. I seen Courtois get lobbed by Charlie Adam in it, and like it happened. Like, although it is funny to laugh at and look at, those goalkeepers always take up that type of position anyways on the pitch. So it was just, I think it was a clever goal from Lens, to be honest with you. It was a clever goal.
Fair enough. I personally didn't really. I personally didn't just laugh at them. I was more.
But with the United fans that are laughing at Aaron Ramsdale, as they go against Sporting Lisbon, that's your goalkeeper. Oh,
the hypocrisy is hilarious.
Yeah, like,
but you know,
don't be a hypocrite. Don't be that. It's crazy. Like, I saw Mark Gorbridge tweet, and it's like, oh, it's not his fault this happened. But then months ago, he was laughing at Aaron Ramsdale making the error. I'm like, come on, mate. Come on.
Yeah, facts. Let me just show you. So we're gonna continue on the Arsenal stuff. So ask me any Arsenal questions. But this is the tweet you're talking about. So he was blaming, or he was saying, it's not fault. It's Dalot's pass that put him under trouble. But then he said Ramsdale shouldn't get beaten from there when he scored. Did you see this from Saeed?
Oh my God!
Yeah, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. Bro, I couldn't stop laughing. He was just talking like normal. Yeah, getting excited, and the goal just happens. Like, wow.
Silky. Oh my days! Who is that? Oh, Onana! My God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
It's funny how quickly things change. Yo, big up both of you from Ethiopia. My guy, big up from Ethiopia. Which part of Ethiopia, bro? You in Dirdawa or you Addis? Where in you in Ethiopia, man? Because I've been to both Dirdawa and Addis. I have family in Addis Ababa. It's honestly, it's a beautiful country, Ethiopia, man. I've been there many times. I've been there twice actually, twice in my life. Yeah, very, very. My parents actually used to own a home in Addis Ababa. It was nice, man. No, sorry, in Dirdawa, they used to own a home in Dirdawa in like the #1 area where the schools are. It was pretty cool, man. But yeah, Saeed's funny, man. Saeed's very funny, man. Notice that the TPF, toxic positivity fans, are Man United fans. What? TPFs? What does that mean? Is that toxic positivity fans? What does that stand for?
I don't even know. I don't know. Well, big up, man.
Yeah.
TPF.
Liga, who has played better this preseason, Havertz or Mount? Havertz. Havertz scored 2 goals. Mount hasn't scored a goal in 7 games.
Matt, did you see Mount miss an open goal?
Oh my God, yeah.
No,
That
bro.
was bad. That was bad. That was bad. But
Bro,
you know
all
what?
the Man United fans are calling his name out already. Like, he's not had a great preseason, but with Havertz, at least Havertz is getting into the right positions to score those goals. I thought he looked very sharp in the last game we played against. Who did we play against?
Born and raised in Addis. I'm here.
Against Monaco, sorry, against Monaco.
Big up to you, my guy. Born and raised in Addis Ababa. Big up to you. That's the capital of Ethiopia. I went to Ethiopia last time I was there was when they were doing the train. They were setting up the trains in Ethiopia. They dug up the whole place and like the Chinese government were helping them with trains. So yeah, man, I've been to Ethiopia. I think it was 2012. No, it wasn't 2012. It was 2013. I think it was 2013 I was there. Yeah, man, it's a beautiful country to be in, man. Big up all the Ethiopian sisters watching. I'm Somali, but of course we're very close and we all chill. We're all cool. I don't know why people beef each other when they live close to each other. Some of those things never make sense. But
yeah, I know that. I know
finding mineral mounts. Yeah, he is.
I feel like going to Chelsea to United, it's always a risk in it, and if he doesn't get himself kicking quickly, there's going to be a lot of Man United fans that are going to turn on him. But it'll be interesting to see how he does in the Premier League. Because if this was in the Premier League, the amount of stars that he would get, it would be like relentless. And with Man United, yeah.
Let's get into this quickly. Arsenal are ready to sell Matt Turner. Ongoing talks. The deal's progressing, and with the Raya deal, nothing is done yet. Brentford have been happy to loan Raya to Bayern if he agreed to extend his deal, but he wants Arsenal. So at this moment in time, the deal with Matt Turner is imminent.
Eagle.
Yeah?
Eagle, something's just happened with your mic. It's like it's echoing in like a billion frequency. Can you hear it? Can you hear me? I don't know what's just happened with Eagle. I'm still here. Big up to everyone. Yeah, he was just talking about David Raya. Personally, I think David Raya is a good signing for Arsenal. Like, I think he's a talented player. I think he will definitely do very good in terms of building up the attacks. And the shortstopper is very good as well. Like, deserves to be started for Spain personally. I think he's a good goalkeeper. Good signing, good value for money signing. It'll be interesting to see how he gets on.
Oh, I rewatched it. It was fine, no? Was the audio fine, guys? Let me know. Yeah,
it's from my side. It's like in a very different frequency. I don't know if it's my. Oh, let me see if it's my mic.
It might be your thing, bro. But yo, let's continue the show, guys.
It's better now. It's better
enough about Matt Turner and everything else. We spoke about Matt Turner and Raya enough. Let's get into the Balogun situation. What's going on with Balogun, bro? What's your stance on it? Do you want to sell him?
I don't know with Balogun, to be honest. I feel like with Balogun, it's more of a. I think if Balogun had the work rate of Eddie Nketiah around the squad, they didn't have this sort of bubble in terms of attitude. I feel like Balogun would definitely stay. I feel like because Balogun's made it known that he wants to be the first team player, he doesn't want to be a backup striker, he doesn't want to be competing. He feels like he's made the stripes already. I feel like Arteta's looked at that and said that, nah, if everyone else is working hard to be the main striker like Jesus and Eddie Nketiah and Trossard, for example, we don't need this type of mentality. And I think Arteta's wanting to sell Balogun. I think 40 million is a very good sell for him, although I'd like it to be more.
Let me stop you right there. Rasmus Højlund's going for 70 million euros. I mean, 7 million pounds. How much is Balogun worth? My man Rasmus Højlund scored 32 appearances, scored 9 goals, got 2 assists. Of course,
yeah, exactly.
Of course,
it's crazy.
Context. Of course, there's context, but in my opinion, Balogun should be worth more money.
I think if Balogun wasn't at Arsenal and he'd done those numbers, everybody would be willing to pay £50 million for him to come to the UK and play in England. They would. But whereas Arsenal, he shouldn't be worth that much because he's a third choice striker. No, he's made the stripes. Pepe had one good season at Lille, became a 70 million signing for us. Players, Højlund, never heard of him. Mudryk, never heard of him. All combined side for like a good 170 million euros. So for me, for Balogun, who's done it at a mid-table club in France, didn't score that many penalties, he deserves to have at least a £50 million value. Definitely. And if a Premier League club should be looking at him, even if it's Newcastle or West Ham, for example, he would get the goals to keep them up in the division. I'm even surprised that Fulham haven't even looked at him, given the sale of Mitrovic.
We got to talk about this because there's reports that Inter have just submitted a 35 million euro bid plus add-ons after missing out on Scamacca. Now, before we go any further, there's a comment here saying, calling me out, saying, Iga, you're from Somalia. Speak anything, bro. We are Somalians. If you're living, but you always speak English only. But you know what? The problem is nobody else understands what I just said unless you're Somali. So I can't speak Somali on the streams because majority of the audience is English speakers. I'm sorry, bro. But if you need me to say something in Somali, just ask me and I'll say it. Anyways, getting back to Balogun. Guys, Balogun is gonna get sold, but 35 million euros.
Nah, it's too cheap. It's too cheap.
Let me just
ask. But at the same time, if you told me at the start of the season, last season, Balogun, who was valued at maybe £5 million at the time, would skyrocket his value, you'd be like, wow, that's crazy.
Bro, everyone in the comment section right now, Balogun 35 million euros plus say if it's 40 million euros, would you sell it?
We got to negotiate a higher fee personally. Although it's crazy to me.
I'm saying 45 million pounds.
Yeah. I think that's a bit more realistic. Or you have it a little bit cheap, but you have a buyback. You have a buyback option or a percentage where the sell-on fee, we still make money off of that. At least like a 20% sell-on. If we're going to sell it for cheap, say Inter Milan sell him to an English club, we get that little 15, 20 million extra in terms of profit.
Man saying
there's no doubt he goes to Inter Milan. He does well over there. He will double the valuation that they've been bought for. If Lukaku was bought for as cheap by Inter Milan and still went to Chelsea for about 90 million, Balogun could go and do the same thing personally. So I think it's about having either you get a buyback clause or you get a very high sell-on fee, like a percentage. Personally, for Balogun, if we got to sell it for that cheap.
You know what? I need everyone to do me a favor right now. Hit that like button because our likes is lower than Balogun's valuation right now. What's going on? It's 40. We only got 40 likes. Get us to at least 100 likes so we can raise the funds up to 100 for the end of the day. Hit that like button right now. hit that like button. But yeah, this is the report right now. About 44 seconds ago, Inter are interested in signing Scamacca from West
But
Ham.
Scamacca's got Atalanta, no?
There you go.
Yeah.
Scamacca is going to Atalanta, where now they're pressing ahead to pursue Balogun. Arsenal are willing to sell Balogun, but only at the right price. Everyone in the comment section right now, let me know what your price is.
Eagle, let me ask you this. If West Ham were interested in Balogun, what would be your price point?
50 mil.
Nah, no chance. If a Premier League club is coming for a strike of ours, it has to be 65 million.
Bro,
a Premier League club with more money has to. I feel like they will panic by if it comes down to the final days of the transfer window and Balogun is still at Arsenal. I think West Ham would panic buying for around that fee, unless there's a striker available.
How much?
For around 60 million, 65 million, personally.
What?
Yeah, think about it like this. Yeah, Premier League clubs have more money than the rest of the top 5 leagues, bar the PSGs, Bayern Munich's, all that. So they would pay that. They would have to pay that amount of money, especially with Balogun being from a Premier League club, and we just overspent for Declan Rice. You know, like Declan Rice had a year left on this contract. Is a midfielder. Balogun's a striker, and he's going from Arsenal to West Ham, where he could make them go from a potential 15th place finish to a 10th place finish.
Do we reject this bid, or do we just stall until someone else pays more?
I think we stall, personally. I think we stall. Because at the end of the day, if the transfer window does go, we could turn and go, hold on a minute, we still got these players injured. Balogun, you got to work hard for us. And then you could, we could leave in January, or you get a new contract and you become the first team player for us. Personally. But I think 2 years left on his contract. I think a Premier League team should go and buy Balogun. I think they should. Even if it's like for 50 million, I think he's a good signing for them. English as well.
Their fan here saying 35 million euros is a good price. I'm like, no,
and he's homegrown. Despite playing for America, he's homegrown. David Raya, Spanish, is homegrown as well in England, apparently, as well. So, like, you're getting a homegrown player. I feel like clubs should go out there and be like, you know what, Balogun, 50, 60 million, they should go and take the risk on him, personally.
Fair enough. Can I just change the topic quickly? Everyone in the comment section, hit that like button. Let me know what you guys think about Balogun, as we will maybe come back to this in the coming days. I don't think there's too much to actually cover on the Balogun situation right now, but there was a weird report the other day about Partey. Now, I don't believe this one bit, but Juventus are a fan of Partey, but I am told that Arsenal have turned their approach from Saudi, and the offer will need to be around 25 to 30 million euros. They want more than this, otherwise the player will stay. So Arsenal apparently want around 45 to 40 million for Partey. He has 2 years remaining on his contract in order for us to sell him. We've said we now want to keep him, but Juventus are still super interested. It's reported 2 days ago that Juventus are back in contact with Partey's representatives after Frank Kessie went to Saudi Arabia, and that they would need to pay between 40 to 45 million euros to land him. Now, that could also mean that that we could end up hijacking Liverpool's deal for Romeo Lavia, because I did see reports on that, but I don't believe this. Part of me thinks that Partey is going to stay, and none of this reporting is just. I know it's from.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's all. Like, if Juventus was to make a serious bid for him, £20 million is not enough, especially for a player that's in his peak of his form at Arsenal at the moment.
1 second, Igal, you're watching the game for Ukraine. Where is it?
It's on Sky Max. It's on Sky Max.
Is it?
I think you can watch it for free on Sky's channels. It's on Sky Max, but
what is that? What channel is that?
Sky Max is the channel itself. It's one of Sky's channels, like Sky One, for example. It's Sky Max.
Is it free?
I think so. I'm not too sure, but I think it is one of the free channels it's on.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't even know about it. Game for Ukraine. When is this start?
Yeah, I seen it on AFTV. Like AFTV were promoting the game as in
No,
Chamber.
I'm not doing a watch along, but I might check it out because I'm gonna be done this stream in like 25 minutes. But I'll check it out, guys. I'll check it out. People saying apparently we want Kefren Turam. When were we linked to Kefren Turam? I've not.
Yeah,
seen
we've not been linked with. He's not even been linked with a move all summer. But he was very excited to watch over at Nice in League One.
Have you
like,
seen
he
one
looked very
link?
good.
Have you seen one link to Kefren Turam, bro?
No. He was mainly linked at the start of the window. He was linked with Liverpool. And then Liverpool took their attention to Lavia and a few other players.
Bro, this is the most strangest comment. Like, I've never seen Arsenal linked to Turam, and I'm pretty sure I'm on top of everything.
I pick up Akai, by the way. Pick up Akai. Man, like, Akai is always in my streams, man. Big up.
Big up to you, man. So yeah, Arsenal are hoping another midfielder before the summer transfer window closes. This is reported by the Independent. They're looking at the 22-year-old Kefren Turam. I don't know, man.
I mean, he fits the profile of what Arsenal players want. Like what Eddie wants. A player that's younger than 25, who's doing well, on a cheap fee, good wages. I think we could explore the option. I think he would be an exciting signing for Arsenal fans.
It just sounds like that, though. Like, it just sounds like one of those stories that they throw out there because...
Yeah, but how many times... Like, I know it does sound like cap, but how many times has Arsenal got... Like, we did... Trossard was out of nowhere. Jakob Kivior was out of nowhere. So, you never know with Arsenal. We could actually... Like, a transfer like this could actually happen. You never know.
Okay, let's get into the Mohammed Kudus thing because this is a big part of this whole transfer conversation. We gotta talk about Kudus. So what's going on with Kudus? I know everyone here is excited about the potential of signing Kudus, and guess what? Michael Olise is going to Man City, bro. It looks like Man City and Chelsea are fighting for him
for 35. He's not 35 million. He's more than that. He's a quality midfielder for them.
Yeah, apparently there's a release clause though. That's the problem.
It's too cheap. It's too cheap. Like him and Eze, like those two players should be getting big moves very soon.
Apparently, there's a release clause. But let's get into some of these rumors, okay? So just stick with me because there's a lot to get through. First things first. This source here, a Dutch source, says that everyone in Ajax community is centered that Kudus will be leaving this summer. Ajax will immediately sign a winger on a list of replacements as they've already prepared. So they prepared for him to leave, right? Then you have another report here. This is the same thing. Then you have another report here saying everyone at Ajax, of course, are prepared for his departure. Arsenal, Chelsea, and Brighton are the three clubs.
Yeah. I heard Brighton were interested in him as well.
It is reported that Tavares could be Tavares' sale could trigger Kudus' signing. I don't know because we need to sell a foreign player.
Yeah.
Before we bring in another foreign player into the squad.
Yeah.
I feel like we have enough room for foreign players because we have so many homegrown players. Chelsea dilemma, Brighton plan, Kudus impacts the deal for Caicedo impacts the deal for Kudus, of course, because they want to get that over the line. And Arsenal's stance at this moment in time.
But then, if we signed Kudus, right, Mohammed Kudus, what would happen to the players? Like, would he come in as a backup to right wing? Would he come in as a backup to Odegaard or as a centre mid cover? Like, where does that leave the rest of the squad? Like, in my opinion, like. That's the one thing I'm very interested in. What will happen with Kudus? Would he link up front?
Bro, like, Kudus, it's very simple. You know where Kudus fits in? He comes in right behind Bukayo Saka. He is the cover for Bukayo Saka. Like, we have no cover for Bukayo Saka at this moment.
No, he'd be great backup for him. Left footed, talented, great. He's good shooting from distance. Like,
relax, man.
Got a bit of skills about him. Like, he's good. Yeah, I was excited when I watched him in the Champions League against Rangers. He was very excited to watch. I feel like the way Arsenal got about their transfers, we've got the main transfers done in, during pre-season. I feel like Kudus is a massive bonus for us, and Raya too. I feel like, but it will just be interesting to see how the rest of the squad, how Arteta implements him personally.
You know that squad depth that I was showing you earlier.
Yeah,
you look at
it does go up a massive fair amount.
Kudus jumps in right behind Bukayo Saka.
So all right? So Fabio Vieira then. So where would he play then? Would he play the right side and centre mid as backup to Odegaard?
Fabio still plays as a backup to Odegaard, and in an emergency situation plays as a backup.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. I'm interested to see how we get on him because we signed him for 35 million last season. He's not set the world alight. For me, he's actually had an okay preseason, but like he looked good against Monaco. He was actually okay against Monaco. But
let me show you this again. So if we look at the squad depth, Kudus, just put him in where Reece Nelson's at. And he can also fill in where Eddie's at. He can also play on the left here. He can also play in the left 8. So he can play 1, 2, 3, 4.
Even as a right 8, to be fair, with in Odegaard's position.
Fact. So he will be able to play 5 positions. This will more tactical flexibility, and he will be another solid addition to this squad.
Yeah, it definitely would be a bonus. I'd be excited if we signed him. I would definitely.
It will push Saka. It will push Reece Nelson. It will push the squad more.
Yeah.
Like, this is the guys that I want to keep for next season. Anyone else who's not on this list, pretty much you want to bin them off.
Yeah, so I pretty much agree with that, to be fair.
Now, some people are going to get angry. They're like, keep Balogun. He's the next coming up R9. I'm not going to lie.
Would you keep Balogun instead of Nketiah?
I would sell both.
You sell both?
Yeah.
How much would you sell Nketiah for?
Honestly, if I can get 30 mil for Eddie, I'm selling him.
Fair. That's fair.
Crystal Palace come in for 30 million for Eddie Nketiah. I'm selling him. How much is Eddie Nketiah worth, guys? Big up, Matt.
I think you give him a run of games, right? In a mid-table team, like a full season in the Prem, he will at least get about 12 to 17 goals.
Bro, let me. If we're almost an hour into the video, how many likes should we be on? At least 110. But what's going on? We only got 57. Guys, hit that like
button. And that's 17 more than 40, to be fair. That's big up those that actually liked it, though. Big up the 17. But big up. Let's get the like counter up.
You see what? You're being too nice. Guys, we need to get to at least 100 likes. Hit that like button right now. It's absolutely free. It's absolutely free. What are you guys doing? I'm not asking for nothing else. It takes 2 seconds. Just hit that like button. It's right underneath where Ursan is. It doesn't cost you a penny. But yeah, so the Mohammed Kudus deal, this is basically what's happening. Chelsea are looking to get Michael Olise. If Chelsea don't get Michael Olise, they're going to go for Kudus. But
I like Olise as well. I feel like Olise makes sense as well to go to Arsenal.
But guess what? Olise is former Chelsea. So he wants to go to Chelsea over Man City.
Nah.
He apparently he prefers to stay in London and go to Chelsea over going to Manchester to play for Manchester.
Nah, man. If I'm Olise, bro, the replacement for Morris.
Apparently, he doesn't want to go there because he sees a clear pathway. People are calling him proper Chelsea in the chat, as you can see. He prefers a move to Chelsea, staying in London where he grew up, around his family. It just makes sense. Similar to Rice. Rice didn't want to leave London.
Yeah, so, I get that, but I feel like if
what happened to you?
Arsenal was to make a move for, I feel like Olise would rather move for Arsenal. If Arsenal showed an interest, he comes to Arsenal personally.
Yo, my man's trying to check me. What are you saying? You think I tweeted about Onana? I actually tweeted about Mason Mount and I tweeted about Saeed. So I actually never tweeted about Onana. If you want to see,
Onana's not had a great preseason though. To be fair to him,
this is what I tweeted about Onana. Yeah. So if you
he was talking all like Onana's quality, man. His quality on the ball, and then bang, he just loses it.
Sneaky. Big up Saeed, man. Big up Saeed.
Saeed is jokes.
I was supposed to be on his channel tomorrow, but I can't make it because we're gonna be doing a post-match reaction most likely. But yeah, man. If you want to count that as an Onana tweet, it's up to you, bro. It's more of making jokes about Saeed's watch-alongs.
Yeah, Twitter is the most pettiest place to be.
Why would Olise go to Arsenal to play behind Bukayo Saka?
I don't think he would be playing behind him. I feel like Arsenal would rotate between him and Saka. I feel like he would be very competitive. Like he would still. I feel like Olise would get into the 8 position as well. He would play as a right-sided centre midfielder.
I'll say this, Yasin, my boys, Hussam and Saeed, man, don't make fun of them. They're not clowns, bro. They're funny. They're funny. They're funny. They're not.
They're
clowns.
entertaining to watch. Like
they're entertaining. They're not clowns.
yeah, I see a lot of fans get like a lot of stick right on TikTok. I'm from TikTok, innit? And I see them getting a lot of stick. But at the end of the day, they provide entertainment.
1 second, my man's saying, "Did you, bro?" I don't care about the goal. I was just laughing about what was Saeed's reaction. 1 second, he's
but it's a top tier reaction because it's that moment of like he's talking great about it, and then all of a sudden, it was caught off guard.
I don't do watch-alongs, guys, because I watch the game with my wife. It's kind of like the only time we spend to watch games together.
I do watch-alongs, bro.
Yeah,
I do.
My guy,
I do on TikTok.
But I don't.
So if you want somebody to do watch-alongs,
yeah,
the Cannon Insider on TikTok. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Check out his watch-alongs. I don't do watch-alongs because I spend time with the wifey watching the game. But
I'll rate that.
But after the game, I come on and I do my match reaction, and also during the game, I tweet out live reactions and I do TikTok reactions. I do so many reactions that I feel like if I do a live reaction, it's just my whole day is just going to be Arsenal reactions.
I get that. That.
City's baby sharks. Yeah, man. You know what? City are a problem. Let's get into that City game.
They just signed Vardio, didn't they?
Yeah, they just signed Gabriel. Their team is just getting better and better. People are talking about tomorrow. Apparently, Kevin De Bruyne might not play.
I don't expect him to feature, to be honest.
Apparently, Kevin De Bruyne might not play. Reported injuries headed into this game. Reece Nelson, Jesus, and Zinchenko.
Zinchenko was in training, no? No, was he not? It was Saka that was in training.
Zinchenko's listed as injured still. He could be back anytime now.
Was he not training yesterday?
I think they gave him some time off because of family for his pregnancy, and he had some, and also the Ukraine match, right?
Yeah. Apparently he's going to play like 5 minutes in that game and then manage on the sidelines.
Yeah, and then
so it'll be interesting to see how that comes about.
This is the predicted team. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why they don't have Ben White in this team, and why they don't have Trossard in this team. It just don't make sense.
Who would you start up front then, Igor? So you would start Trossard ahead of Nketiah?
I'm not gonna lie. Foden, Kovacic, Rodri, and Stones midfield is kind of weak in my opinion.
I get it. I feel like that's a midfield that we could get at. But I feel like when it'd be more clearer if it was a Premier League game. What teams we would go with?
Bro, you replace Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne with Foden and Kovacic. Is that really? I don't know.
Can Foden create as much as De Bruyne, and can Kovacic cover as much ground as Gundogan? Yeah, I'm not sure.
You know what? Maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way. Maybe we should look at it as the collective. The collective is still really good, and their defense is solid. So,
yeah, Stones and Rodri do look very good together. To be fair,
how the midfield is going to be key. The way we're setting up in the midfield is with Timber. He's going to have to help out in the midfield, and Tomiyasu is going to tuck in as a left center back. I think we should put
I don't think Tomiyasu is going to start.
I think Timber should play left back, and we should use him in the Zinchenko role from left back and play Ben White at the right back.
I think, you know what? I think we have Timber at right back in that Zinchenko role, and I feel like we go Tierney as the left-sided defender. I feel like everyone's saying, "Oh, Tierney's not starting," but Tierney, when I've seen Tierney get 40 minutes and he's done well, like coming into the side. I think maybe the shout for Tomiyasu does make sense now. I mentioned Timber, but I still feel like Timber can do the Zinchenko well better than Zinchenko personally.
You know what? I think you're right. So they're gonna probably have KT and Timber right back, and Timber's gonna think, I like this guy. He speaks facts. Listen to him, Iga.
Big up, man. Big up.
You got fans. You got fans already. Big up.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the comment.
Hitting that like button, guys. We're 6 away from 80 likes. Hit that like button right now. It doesn't take us a penny. Before we go into the predictions, the game is tomorrow at 4:00, guys. It's at Wembley Stadium. Let's just look at our record versus Man City. It is horrendous. It is horrendous. We lost 4-0. We lost 4-1 to them last season. We lost 3-1 to them at home. We lost 1.
Were any of those games at Wembley Stadium in which we lost?
No, the last time we won a game against them
was actually at Wembley Stadium.
Yeah, where we won 2-0. And funny enough, I think we're going to need a similar game plan where we play counter-attacking against them. This was the team that beat them last time.
My God.
The only player left from that team is Kieran Tierney.
And Tierney set up a Aubameyang in that game as well.
Yep.
Bro, it's crazy. Like, the way the team has progressed so much.
We have Jesus from their team now.
Yeah, even Pepe set up the goal. Ederson, like, I was watching it back the other day, and I'm there like
Kyle Walker, Laporte.
We kept a clean sheet in that game. With Scott Mustafi made a goal-saving tackle, and he came off injured after that.
Look at that. Rodri was a substitute in that game.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's so mad. David Luiz at the back. Bro, he actually was superb in that game. I can't lie to you.
Danny Ceballos. Man won us the FA Cup.
Yeah. He did get sent off. He got Figgy sent off in the final. Kovacic.
You know,
it's crazy looking back at it now.
Let's see what the predicted lineup is for what they say the predicted lineup is for Arsenal, because Mikel Arteta has some some choices. So they're saying Ben White, Saliba, Timber left back, Rice. Oh, they're saying no Partey. That's
I'd start Partey. Partey's been very good for us. He's actually had a very good preseason. I've been surprised, to be honest.
They're crazy if they think we're gonna go with no Partey in this game. They're crazy. What is all of this stuff? You know, some of these ads are mad, bro. You gotta be.
That's why I have ad blocker on, to be honest, so I don't see them.
These ads are mad. Anyways, score predictions. What are we saying?
Arsenal to win, 2-1.
Arsenal to win.
Yeah, I gotta be confident in Arsenal, man. I feel like Man City's preseason's only just started. So if we was playing in October or November, I'd be a lot more nervous. But I feel like where they're just starting to get rid of him and getting into shape, I feel like Arsenal are fully fit and fully ready to go now. I feel like Saka is a big game player at these type of moments. He's going to cause the defense a lot of chaos. I feel like he's going to get a big, important goal. And I feel like we're going to score from a set piece as well. I feel like 2-1 win. It will be very cagey. It will be very tight. I feel like Arsenal will dominate the first half, but then City will come back strong in the second half. But I feel like we got a winning goal in us to win the game 2-1.
There you go. Never confident against City. I agree. No one's ever confident against City, but if we can do something against them in this game, hopefully it can start us off well in the season, and we can push on from there. I'm not considering this a preseason friendly. I'm considering this a serious game.
Yes. Yeah, this that everyone says, oh, it's only a friendly. No, shut up, man. This is two of England's best teams competing for a trophy before the season starts. This is a curtain raiser for the Premier League season. How can you not want to win that? You win this game, you could have the most confidence going into the start of the season against Nottingham Forest. Yeah, we play with the confidence. We play a good football performance, and then we go from there. We build the confidence up. Because against Monaco, we didn't play best. We got the draw, we got the win on penalties, but a big performance sets us like further in terms of the Premier League season, and we have to go out there and win it. The Community Shield's underrated, man. It's like, you know, I see like in Italy they take the Super Cup seriously. In Brazil, Spain, France, you know, even in Holland they were celebrating it. PSV winning it. So take it seriously. Enjoy the games. The day out at Wembley as well. Like, curtain raiser for the Premier League season. I kind of not like the Community Shield personally. It's a great competition.
So the Belgian is back in training after a hamstring injury forced him out of the Champions League final. This was 2 hours ago. He's still suffering from that. So ahead of training, ahead of the Wembley showpiece, there's no reassurance that he's going to play. So he's still suffering from the Champions League injury. That's what they're saying.
I think he could. I feel like he would come off the bench, and then made that big impact off the bench, like I feel like he needs a lot of minutes to get back to
Community
starting.
Shield is not a trophy that you celebrate, but you just but you know what it is. You win the game. It kind of makes you.
Yeah, you're happy. Like Liverpool fans were celebrating it last season when they beat Man City 3-1.
When we beat Liverpool, we were happy.
And there was everyone was laughing at Erling Haaland for missing a sitter, laughing. He's gonna flop. He's gonna do this, drawing up all their agendas. Like on one hand, okay, it's the Community Shield. It doesn't mean that Haaland's gonna miss the sitters as he just proved he scored 50 goals last season. But in my case, you win this game, you build up that confidence. Plus, it's Man City. You beat Man City, you go into the game at the Emirates with a lot more confidence, a lot more belief, and then you actually could go out there and beat them again. That's how I look at it.
And I'm just going to check Twitter quickly to see if there's any news before we go any further. Anything to talk about. Let's see what Fabrizio's got going on, because Fabrizio's always got some madness going on. Quick Fabrizio check, because I'm not gonna lie, I get bored of checking Fabrizio. So West Ham made a signing. Hold that, guys. West Ham find out how difficult it is to sign players when you find out you have money. So they finally made a signing. Their manager threatened to quit yesterday if it wasn't for them making a signing. So maybe he's gonna stay now. Napoli making signings.
What's happening with the sale of Pepe and Marquinhos?
Scamacca might go to. He landed in Rome. He's going to be joining Atalanta. You know what? Remember they celebrated when they signed him, and they're like, "Haha, we signed
Scamacca."
They're like, "We signed a player over Arsenal." It's like, bro, who even wanted Scamacca at Arsenal? We got Jesus. Like,
yeah, Arsenal would never live with Scamacca.
Rasmus Højlund is a Manchester United fan growing up. Honestly, the moment I knew he was a United fan, I never wanted him.
Yeah. It's the way, but even then, like with Højlund, I feel like it's another case of Mudryk. Like Mudryk.
Look at this. Perez be quitting the Real Madrid job. Oh no, those rumors are categorically false. Okay.
Why would Perez leave? I don't know. Perez wants to sign Mbappe, man. Why would he leave? He's been trying to get Mbappe for the past 3 years.
Yeah, he's not going nowhere. Rasmus Højlund deal's done. Frank Kessie, bro, my man's going to chill.
Yeah, man, get the bag, man. I saw a clip, right? I think it was Mane, Seko Fofana, and a few of the Al-Nassr teammates. I don't know what is. They'll go to pray. Is it Jeddah? Eagle? I find that very wholesome.
In Mecca.
Yeah, in Mecca. That's it. Sorry about that, I got it wrong, but I found that very wholesome.
Bro, this is amazing. Imagine you just finish your 9 to 5 and then you go Umrah. This is
it. And then it's a good way to celebrate a win and a very noble way to deal with a defeat or a draw. Yeah, you know I like that.
It's honestly, the pilgrimage is something that all Muslims should do at least once in their life if you can afford it. But these guys are basically going to be doing that. This is going to be their Friday prayer place. It's crazy.
Very, very peaceful. I like that. It's very peaceful.
I like it. It's really good. But yeah, that's it for now. I got a couple streams on the way, guys. So I'm going to be doing a stream predicting the Premier League table before the season starts. We also have to do a prediction for Arsenal season stream where I'm going to get a panel. Of course, if you want to be part of that, you can jump in.
Yeah, I'll happily join that. I'll get some research done as well for it. Just give me a time and then I'll do it.
There's going to be a post-match reaction to the Community Shield on Sunday. There's going to be vibes from the 6 on Sunday. There's also going to be a fantasy league that you guys can be a part of. I've put it in the chat already. You guys can be a part of the fantasy league. Last year's winner of the fantasy league, I reached out to them through Instagram. Hopefully I can get them a gift. But yeah, continue to do that. And how do I join the panel? Just message me on Twitter and I can get you on the next panel show, my friend. Just message me on Twitter. I'm always open to have more panelists on the show. Love to hear from more Arsenal fans. And what else is there? If you guys want me to do a reaction to the signing so far this window, I'll do that. Everything.
Yeah.
I'll do that. But yeah, So we catch you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be live twice. I'm going to be live after the game, and I'm going to be live at 9 o'clock doing a Vibes from the 6 episode to talk about everything around all the clubs. And I think tomorrow, what we're going to do tomorrow is we're actually going to predict our Premier League top 4 and relegation and everything as a group. And then I'll do my own video afterwards. Okay? You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Big up Ersan for jumping on. Of course, you guys can catch him on Twitter, on TikTok, on Twitter. You want to just let the people know what your handle is?
On Twitter, it's Arsenal KN, so Arsenal KAYIN. But on TikTok, where I'm always the Cannon Insider. So it's THECANNONINSIDER.
I put his link tree in the chat. If you guys can do me a favor, make sure you do check him out. Let's get this at least to 90 likes before we go. 3 more likes, guys. 3 more likes. 3 more likes, and then we can get this to 90 likes and we can end off the stream. But yeah, I think there's only one way to end it. I don't know if you've seen my TikTok I did with Dawood. Dawood was basically saying we can win the treble.
Bro, this is what I mean. Like, everyone's quick to cuss out Dawood and all these people, yeah, that make these claims. But it's entertaining to watch. Like, I like it. I like the character that Dawood has as an Arsenal fan. Like, you could, it's that one person. It's the heart telling you that to believe in the team. Like, no matter how unlikely it is, you've got to believe in it. So I rate it personally. Like, a league title, I'm very happy with it. That's what I think. I feel like we should get 90 points regardless and win the league title. But I see a lot of our rival fans say we should win it anyways. We bought the league and but yeah.
Listen, if you could buy the league, Chelsea would have already had one by now. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly.